here. We're back for day 95. Ugh. Jeez. Hmm? Cool. Oh, we gotta change this. Of course, he starts yelling as soon as I go live. I wonder why. Crazy. Boom. There's that. All right. A lot of noise. Cool. So we're back for day. What even is this? This is day 95, going live for at least half an hour every day of 2026. So far, we have not missed. We're going to keep this going for as long as we can and have a good time with it because I am not going to miss. Yeah, we'll see who all shows up. We'll have a great time, and then we'll go from there. Oh, well, that's not plugged in right now, but okay. Nope. Cool. So we'll see. We'll have everyone show on in, and it'll be a great time. I am excited. Jeez. Okay. Very fun. Very cool. Maybe this will be one of those streams where it's just me here for half an hour and nobody shows up and chats. That'd be weird. It would be weird, but it could happen. It very well could. Because there was one time I did go. There was a stream where I was here for about, what was it, 20 or 30 minutes. No one said a thing. No one was here. It can happen. But we'll see. We'll see who all shows up. Excuse me. Adela, hello. How are you? What's going on? Tyler, I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah. We'll see. Why is that open? Tyler, you don't understand. Do you live under a rock? No, I live under a house, not a rock though. Yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about. Cookie, you're fishing right now? Why? Why are you fishing? You just decide, you know what? I'm gonna go catch some fish today. Shireen, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Cookie, fishing is relaxing. I think you need to tell that to Angel, Cookie. I think you should love, not hate, all bless you. Okay. Correction, you live in a house, under a roof. You can't say you live under a house. That would be incorrect. Interesting concept. Very interesting. I should say then I live under the first floor of a house. Dream, you're not saying it to me, you're saying it to people that saying in your comments, mate. No one's doing that. Everyone's being good here. Tyler, why the why are my glasses orange? So Tyler, the glasses are designed to help me sleep because they help reduce the blue light that comes off my phone and my computer from getting into my eyes. So they are specifically here just to help me sleep in case I don't sleep for as long as I would like. I can still get better quality sleep. Wait, day 6 being here. It is day 6. Ella? There can't be that many 10 scare questions. Well, sometimes sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. The live streams are here in case anyone has any. Not everyone wants to talk about tennis all the time though, so we usually talk about nearly whatever. So we'll see. If anyone has tennis questions, that's why I'm here to help. Gee, they said you live under a rock. No, that's what I said. Gotta, what's up? Take your like on the road. What are you talking about, Bill? James, you like the sub to you? Thank you. I appreciate it. Tyler, your phone has a blue light filter blocking thing. Anyways, do they work? Tyler, I just have both on. So my phone has the blue light filter and then these help as well. Just because if I can have something that helps even more, I'm gonna have something that helps even more. So why not? I personally, now granted, I don't have any data that tracks this because I don't have anything that monitors my sleep. But just from me wearing them, I feel as if I get better sleep the next morning when I do wear these versus when I don't. Doreen, you do have a question. Do I believe in Jesus? Well, Doreen, I don't talk about religion on here because we usually get people from all around the world. My beliefs are my beliefs, and everyone else is everyone else's. So I just don't talk about it because I'll keep that one to myself. Hi, have you personally tried Mach 10? Yes, KR, I have tried Mach 10. I'm a fan of it. It is a string that is softer on the arm for a polyester string, and it does have sides to it, so it does give good spin. However, if you want a polyester string that's going to help give you a lot of spin, Mach 10, personally, in my opinion, is not the one to go with. I would go with something such as typically Solinco Hybrid G or Solinco Torbite, whereas Mach 10, if you want a little bit more power and the string to be a little bit easier on your arm compared to other polyesters, that is where I would say Mach 10 tends to work best. Ella, your tennis question is: does playing tennis a lot give you bad posture? I don't think playing tennis is what would give you bad posture. I think it would just be whatever. I don't know. It would be whatever you have done previously that would lead up to that. I've never heard of a correlation. Crimson, hello. You probably already talked about it. I'll talk about it again, Karen. How's my day, Crimson? My day's going good overall. Seems like my voice is back to being a lot nicer than what it was, and it's not in pain anymore, so that's always a good thing. Really weird going on the daytime we don't wear the glasses. Well, I don't think it feels weird. If I'm going out in the daytime, I just wear my normal glasses, but it's fine. What's up, Rob? How we doing? Have a good night. Jareen, have a good night as well. Thanks for stopping by. Rob, that is not true. Right, bro, you're wearing pants, but you're still have cold feet, but you're wearing socks right now. Get a space heater, Riley. Your daughter is 13. She tried twice and didn't see any difference. Is she normal? Well, what string was she using before? And how long has she been playing? Because sometimes people if they haven't been playing as long, they may not really know a difference. You or if they have just had something in the racket that's similar to Mach 10 before, they may not feel a difference, but just depends on how long they've been playing or what they've played with before. Someone's keep going. Gross. Mo, you like me? Mo, what are you talking about? Janito, what's up, buddy? We're surviving, sir. We're gonna keep going. Sounds good, Rob. Keep at it. You pay for the heater, then, right? Not that easy. I'm not gonna pay for you to go get your own heater. You can. They're maybe what, $30 to $40. You mean don't tennis players have a dominant hand, therefore making one shoulder tighter and forward than your non-dominant side? They could. It could potentially, because tennis players do typically have a dominant side. They do have a dominant side, yes. But I think if you are conditioning both sides, then you can probably avoid that. I don't know. I don't know the physics about the actual body playing tennis. I just know about the equipment as much. Well, some of us don't have $30 to $40. Bernucci so unconsiderate. Then layer up, Riley. Sounds like that's what you need to do. Angel, what does that even mean? For the day. I'm just saying, so in this case, we should smile live if we can have fun. Very nice, Athena. KR. She's been playing for 3 years now. She was playing with a hybrid MLT in the cross. Soft German strength cyber touch, you think, in the main. Interesting. Dom's where? You guys, Geneva. Looking for one, Ronnie. Don't worry. Hello, Brody. Hope you're well. What's up, Bob? How are you? Angel, I have an assumption of what you were referring to, but you just coming in here saying that with no context. I was like, wait a minute. Does this mean something else? No. Anyone seen that Bill guy? Dominant piece? Yeah, let's keep these vanillas. For real. Oh, you will find one. No, there was context. I don't think there was. No. KR, if she's been playing for 3 years, but she's been using a hybrid with MLT in the cross, did she do just a hybrid with Mach 10 and then MLT, or did she do a full racket of Mach 10? Maybe he's a good guy. No, we're talking about dominant hands. Oh, that's what you meant. As you sit dinner, but yeah, after 2 bites. So I mean, well, Angel, it sounds like you just need to get that head out of your gutter. That's crazy. Bob, what's up? How we doing? Do I think it's gonna sell the bike? Why is it on your bike? Your head's 9. Well, it was. If you came in asking that straight away. Oh no, there's another Bob. Super is. Riley, you lost 5 pounds this spring. You'll probably gain it back this fall. Happens all the time. Well, your appetite drops spring, summer, and you eat everything fall, winter. Interesting. Why do you think that is, Riley? I say a bear might be my spirit animal. I'm not joking. Hibernation. Only room for one Bob. Awesome. Like most innocent person can be. Sure. Sure you are. KR, hybrid of Mach 10 MLT. She plays tournament. She plays every day. She's pretty into it. Well, KR, if the German string that she was using was similar enough to Mach 10, then it makes sense that she didn't feel enough difference, because she was only testing a string. If they were already similar, she probably wasn't going to feel too much in terms of it affecting her play. But if she was to do a full racket of Mach 10, I'm not saying she should. But if she was to do a full racket of Mach 10, then she would probably notice the difference. Bob, you're the better about? Definitely is. Maybe sure. Sure. You know what I mean. I have a sweet summer child because I didn't know what I was until 15 though. Sure, okay. She knows the reason I have. It's because you aspire to be a cop. Yeah, that's the only reason. Oh, listen here. Your spirit animal is an alpha. Great. White shark. Okay. BRB. Seems easy. Sorry about that. Back. All good, Cookie. Mom needs to bear to pieces. Nope. Except my pink. I don't like the fuzzy ones. Okay, cool. Thank you. We'll try a full bet Mach 10 next. Give it the go. Hold on, KR. I did not say for her to try a full bet of Mach 10. I said if she tried a full bet of Mach 10, then she would notice the difference. So, if she's going to use a full bet of it, you have to be a little bit more careful because it's still a polyester string. So I would probably lower her tension on the Mach 10 by at least 2 pounds in order to make it a little bit easier on her arm, because she's not going to have that softer multi-filament in the strings in the actual racket to then help make it easier for her, because we want to avoid giving her an injury as much as possible, and especially since she's 13. I don't necessarily like kids using full poly that often, but if you're gonna do it, there are some precautions I think may be necessary to make sure we reduce the risk of her getting hurt as much as possible. Evasive. What are you talking about? Miscommunication. I could definitely fight black women. Fight. Fist fight one, not a brown opponent. Trying to find your spirit animals. My spirit animal is extinct. The Taurus is 100 years old. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks. Great. You're welcome. It's all good. Happy Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everyone in live chat. Your friends, Karen and your Schwan Dog. How are you doing? Karen, happy Easter to you as well. Yeah, I'm doing good. We're here. We're just having a good time. That's about it. Not too much else. Some sharks for here on since the beginning. Dang it. Lost a fish. Cookie. You lost a fish? This creation. Would I ever get a piercing? No. I don't ever plan on getting a piercing. I don't ever plan on getting a tattoo. I'm good. Riley stole a Mountain Dew can from your granny's house. I think that was the last one. Riley, you stole her last can of Mountain Dew. Can't believe you. You only have one piercing? Nice. Well, what is it? Your ears? Right. Boo. Boring. I don't care. There is no tattoo that I would want permanently on my body to warrant that. It's because you have the bull ring. What does that mean? Like a septum piercing? Is that what you mean? Oh, and Riley? Jenny, the females are tearing Brody apart tonight. I guess, Janito. Just on holidays, Easter, it just seems that everyone just comes after me. I don't know why. Creation septum, yeah. Gotcha. Cho? Hello. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Please tell me how to say it correctly. Hello. Are your ears pierced? Like one cartilage piercing by the clothes, and you're planning getting 50s to 80s theme tattoos all over? What? John, big day. Heard Angel's going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Spam Go Angel. Go Angel for when she gets back. That'd be hilarious if she did. What are you doing? Um, we're just kind of here. We're all just kind of hanging out, talking right now. I'm here to help answer any tennis gear related question that may pop up in case anyone has one. But if there isn't one, we all just kind of hang out, talk about nearly whatever, and then go from there. So, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's right. You're right. You are Rose unaware, but don't tell him. That's yes, that is a little creepy. Angel go live. She's not here right now, guys. Yeah, neck hands a beat. Live. Solus, what's up? Bill's live. Oh, Bill's live right now? John, to it now. Say times. Why do I want to feel heavier lifting him? No clue, John. I don't work with ceiling tiles. Wait, by while your phone's in your pocket so you're not reading messages. All good, Cookie. Rose, what's up? No, you disappeared for 2 months. Well, well then, hi, and I guess bye for 2 months then, Rose. Right. Faraz, greetings, sir. How are you doing? What's going on? Obvious Angel go live. Angel is go live. Angel's guys. Angel's not here right now. She's somewhere else. Rose, you're kidding. You may or may not stick around. Sounds good, Rose. It's up to you. Faraz, remember I introduced you to the book Charisma Myth while you started reading it. I did. I do remember that. I do remember that, Faraz. How if you've started reading it, how is it? What you been thinking? Oh, my bad. It's all good, souls. Wait and find out. We will. John, tell her we said go live. She can hear us. Trust. Yeah, she can hear you typing in somewhere she isn't. Matthew, I'm ignoring you. My bad. Yes. Raz, you really like it so far? You're excited to use what you have learned in the real life? Nice for Roz. I'm glad the book has been helpful to you. Let me know let me know how it goes as you start implementing some of the things. Exactly. Like Angel's here, he's not ignoring. He knows. Whoa. Matthew, I don't care if you do it as long as you're the one that bought it for yourself and it's not someone else's. Rose, not gonna lie, you're thinking of calling me last month and saying surprise, but I didn't think you would have been. You have a lot of things happening you might find interesting. Well, Rose, what's been going on? John feels. Well, John, you technically could find out for yourself if you really wanted to. Matthew, you buy them for yourself? Yes. Well, there you go, Matthew. Enjoy. John, Brody, we both did. No, I'm definitely going to find out. There you go. Rose, that's sex mismatching underwear made for the opposite gender. Interesting. Why is that, Rose? Brody, the last guy you liked told you they wouldn't date because he didn't want to date anybody. Then he would tell me things all the time to make me think otherwise. You had to quit talking to him. Interesting. Why did you have to quit talking to him? Because he just sounded like a walking contradiction. Is that why? So you're officially broke, but at least you have 80 books now. What kind of books do you have, Solus, that made you go broke? Are they just novels and absolute, I don't know, absolute utter series? Rose, you're kidding. Well, Rose, I can't tell. I can't always tell just through chats, but okay. John, that's just playing games, miss. Yeah, because he was playing games with me. Rude. Very rude. So yes, all the above. Nice. Oh. Some time game plan. Oh. Solus, you might be able to help me answer this question. So, since you're a very avid reader, it seems, just because you've said you have about 80 books, what officially classifies a book as a novel? Because I know that all novels are books. However, not all books are novels. So, what is the classification that makes a book become a novel compared to something else? John, the only game Brody plays is tennis, not hard games. Well, the other game I play is video games, John. Video games are a very big game I do like to play. Karen, how's your Sunday? Did you have dinner with your whole family today? Karen, we basically had Easter lunch, I would say. Not dinner. Everyone else was going somewhere else for Easter dinner, so we basically had Easter lunch. We all started eating around 1 to 1:30, I think. Ty, you think my glasses look cheap? Well, you can think that, but they definitely weren't that expensive either. Angel, you're back. Welcome back. Angel, they all have a very big message for you. They've been asking for you. They've been chanting this from the Alps. They have a very important message to give you. This creation, as an avid reader, you believe it has to be a certain size and also has to be fiction. I don't know how big it has to be. That was a long fictional story. Interesting. Thank you for the input, miscommunication, and Matthew. John, Angel's going live at 9 p.m. EST. Well, it seems like she should have already gone live. Were y'all talking about me this whole time? Some of them were. A little bit. No, I'm not Matthew. No, not everyone. Some guy here was talking about wearing underwear that belongs to women. That was Matthew. Interesting. You're just ask about Angel. What's up, interesting? How you doing? So you actually have no idea. Oh, okay. There we go. See, and this is why I was asking this question, because some of the people I asked that I know read books too, they weren't able to give me a very definitive answer either. So I was just seeing if anyone else knew. Interesting. Have you Sunday? No, spamming it. Hey, I was larking. You were larking. Okay. You're coming. Everybody try. Just online. Angel, hold on. You gotta find your earbuds. You gotta find. What do you have to find your earbuds for? Don't you live alone? Interesting. In the shadows. He's in the shadows. He's dating Phantom. He's a Phantom. So you think a novel's longer than a book and focuses more on characters or whatever, while books are more like, I don't know, inclusive of all? Interesting. Interesting. I give you teacher vibes the way I pose questions. What do you mean by that? How does the way I pose questions give off teacher vibes? We'll try another day. Apparently today is not the debut. Apparently, you might be completely wrong, Solus. Miscommunication. Brother, can you teach me something? What's tennis? You already know what that is, miscommunication. You've talked about this. Speaking of, you got an Assassin's Creed book? What is an Assassin's Creed book about? Is it about one of the games or one of the characters? What? Now that you said it out loud, I want to jump off a cliff. Solus, why do you want to jump off a cliff? I'm looking back at the chat. Y'all were really talking about me. I told you. I did not get those vibes. You reading, guys? You're welcome, Angel. Saying you ask in a way that is leading. When you ask about novels being a type of book. Well, I'm just trying to get. I feel like it should have came prepared with homework. Well, bro, I'm just trying to figure out the answer because I don't know. I don't know how I could lead with that question just because I was trying to figure it out too. I don't know the answer. Bridge, I love bridge. I would follow. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Mini Mac. What's up, Ben? How you doing, bro? Yeah, Brody. Ask us about our homework. Your homework. It's like the complete visual history on Assassin's Creed. It's huge. All of it? Like from Altair all the way up to Desmond? It's huge, yes. Okay. It's an application. The art is great. Edward Coe is your man. And Arna Dorian. All right, Riley. Faraz, do I have any other books that I recommend? Faraz, finish the book that you have first, and then think about getting another one. Ben, you're doing good. How was Easter? Easter was pretty good, Ben. Little bit of family came over. We didn't really all do too much. We got I just kind of ate, hung around, and that was about it. Wasn't really too much going on. That was your Easter. Solus, you got accepted into your dream art school? Well, congratulations, Solus. That's awesome. You also love Connor Kenway. Connor's pretty cool. Just because you've been waiting on me to come to Brian Honest, and it just hasn't happened. These weekly meetings so. What are you talking about? I'm correct. Where'd you go? You love Connor's story? Congrats. Yes, he's on. What's up, Adam? How you doing? What are the best brands for left-handed tennis players? Interesting. There's no brand or anything that is made specifically for left-handed players. You can use any racket. They don't discriminate between what hand you're dominant with. Riley, you bit your tongue. Ooh, don't do that. You're gonna do it again. She's gonna do it again. Adam, you're gonna pass on those ceiling tiles. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, Adam. Hope you had a great day. Okay, then I pop in. You have to go for right now. I'll be back to stream soon. Sounds good, Ben. Thanks for popping by. I appreciate it. Oh my, okay. Real. Wiggum memes for addiction. Whoa, what? You have an addiction? That's not good. You might want to stop that. Where's Dan? I haven't seen him yet. He's probably sleeping. Enjoy your cold? Of course you are. Oh, okay. So I just need a good tennis trainer. Maybe. That may be what you need. Interesting. Same vacation will be back there. And your fan is off, wearing pants and socks. You stop saying that. People are making it a meme. You do say it quite often. It has become meme worthy. Everyone, eat a jacket. It'll make you feel warm inside, Angel. What? We're all calling you Angel. Night bet in tennis. What is more challenging, playing singles or doubles?
Adam, it depends on if you like talking to someone or if you don't like talking to someone. If you are someone that is able to communicate very well with a partner, I think doubles may be very easy for you. If you are someone that absolutely needs to talk to someone, but you don't have the ability and you have to play singles, it can be tough. It just depends on what you prefer. I think arguably singles might be harder just because it's only you on the court. You don't have the other person to help in case the ball gets past you. But that is what I would say. It's probably singles, but just depends on your personal preference. Nathan, what do you mean? Of course, Brody. Do you want to fight? I don't say a match. Angel, that is almost the one line I can guarantee if someone has never met you, if I see you anywhere in something online, you will say. You say it almost every single time. Happy Easter Sunday. Thanks, everyone. Happy Easter. Like, Candy or Connie. I'm sorry, whichever one it was. What kind of player is the Head Boom MPL made for? You want to get it, but you're not sure if it's right for you. So, Connie, please tell me how to say it correctly. But the Head Boom MPL, that is typically for a player that is either newer to the game or they're a intermediate level player. They want a little bit more help with the racket because the Boom MPL is a power racket, so I know give you a little bit more help with power, while also being a little bit being quite a bit lighter than the regular MP than the regular Boom MP. So if you want a racket to help give you a little bit extra power, that's where the Boom MPL comes in. The MPL is just basically the weighted version. So if you do prefer having a little bit of a lighter weight, MPL all the way. If you want the rack to be a little bit heavier, then the Boom MP is right there. But if you are just getting into the sport or you've been playing for a while and you just want an extra help getting a little bit more power and pace onto your shot, that's kind of where the Boom MP or the Boom MPL comes in. That's kind of how the Boom line works. Except for the Boom Pro. That one's different than all of them, so be a little bit more I would probably stay away from the Boom Pro just because most people don't necessarily like or need to touch that one for unless you want a very specific thing to help you. Unless you wanted to help you with a very specific thing. That is what I should have said. Hopefully that helps. Interesting. That's a good way to think about singles and doubles. Well, thank you. Interesting. You know, it's super weird lately, flirting with you in a way that makes me extremely uncomfortable. Except the past couple of days, you've been livid at me for not giving him your full attention. Miscommunication. Did you tell him you weren't comfortable with him talking to you like that? Angel, you think you're getting unbanned today? Nice. Don't do it again. It's kind of scary though. No, I don't. You do. In your sleeve. What, Ryan? Listen, listen. Angel, you have a tagline. Second way. So Connie, I believe. Nothing wrong with being memorable love. I don't say anything often enough for it to be my line or me or anything won't be unpredictable. Whoa. Tagline by Riley. You have good advice. Thanks. That did. Well, I'm glad it did. If you got any more questions, let me know. If you can, Connie, demo it first. Actually, see if you can play with it before you go out and buy it, just to make absolutely sure. I personally like the new versions that came out more recently with the high board technology. They came out this year in 2026 compared to the older versions. I think they just play better. They feel more stable. And when you hit outside the sweet spot, the racket is not going to twist in your hand as much compared to the old ones. So I think that if you can demo it, by all means, do that. It's an amazing way to know if it'll work for you. If not, then I would be very careful about actually getting one and make sure you're fully committed to the racket because typically after you use it, you buy it and you use it, you can't return it. So that's just something to keep in mind if you are going to get it. Matthew, appreciate you being so transparent. Me? At first you didn't, but since you've been acting really low and angry lately over nothing, I told him that I felt like he was being unhinged. All right then. There you go. What other channels on YouTube do you watch that are bigger? You like Max the Mika? He just uploaded a new video. Interesting. I don't know Max the Mika, I will be honest. I've not heard of him, but bigger channels that I watch, it changes depending upon what the topic is or what I'm wanting to listen to. So some of the things I'll listen to if I'm looking into tennis, sometimes I'll watch a channel called Tennis Nerd. He's kind of like the big tennis reviewer, the big guy for all the tennis actual gear stuff. So I'll watch him. If I'm looking for entertainment, I'll watch Pokemon. So I got one guy, his name's Nintendo. Been watching him for years. So love that guy's content. He's awesome. If I'm looking at if I'm looking for inspiration or motivation or anything such as that, then I'll watch a channel called Your World Within. It's hosted by a guy named Eddie Pinero. I actually got to meet Eddie and I got to become good friends with him. So I'm always very ecstatic whenever I see anything from Eddie just because of like I know that guy. That's really cool. And then just any other stuff, it can just depend on what interest I'm trying to fulfill at that time. Yeah, that's about it. Well, there's other stuff, but it depends on what I'm trying to listen for or look for. That white racket is huge. What is that? So I can look it up online. Interesting. This is the head squared. It just came out, I believe, a few weeks ago. This is racket's designed to be more player friendly to where it's has a much less likely chance to cause tennis elbow or injury like or anything like that. So I'm testing it now just because I was very curious as to how it would play. Excuse me. Yeah, it's called the Head Squared, and it came out this year. Brody, what's up, Angel? Right. I don't think he's going to stop him. He's gone from 0 to 100 strong, creepy vibes. Ugh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Angel, you have a pic to show me later. You need advice? Advice about what? King Jones. Oh, Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon. Very big Pokemon fan. Very big Pokemon fan. Give you a donut for being so interactive. Well, Matthew, if anyone does, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, that's okay. I'm trying to summon Daniel right now. Your world within. That sounds like a good channel. It is. I love Eddie and I love Eddie's content. It's amazing. I could, I'm very glad I got to meet him. Oh, that racket is great. It's definitely a racket for you. You're injury prone. Interesting. If you're injury prone, then rackets besides this one, you may want to look to if you do decide to pursue getting a new racket and playing tennis more, you could look for this one being the Head Squared. There's one from Wilson. It's called the Wilson Clash. I actually have it over here, so let me grab it. Where is it? This one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So this one, interesting. This is called the Wilson Clash. This one is essentially what Head based this racket off of. So this would be a very nice one to try as well if you are injury prone. You want to decrease the risk of tennis elbow as much as possible. This is just called the Wilson Clash. And then another brand, just in general, really doesn't matter which one you try for the most part, is going to be a brand called Volkl, Volkl. They also make skis. That's usually what they're known for most. That brand is one of the best for preventing arm injury. And just from my experience in terms of playing with them, helping people, and recommending them to people that have arm injury. So those are usually ones I would say to look into and recommend if you're wanting to get a racket to help make sure you don't get injured as much as possible. Riley, you're gonna take a shower. Wish you luck. Good luck, Riley. Don't fall in the shower. Thanks. It's a beautiful racket. It is. Miscommunication. You love Pokemon too. Want to hold hands? Whoa. That's crazy. Why do you want to hold hands? Angel, you're so cold. Of course you're. Brother, get better heating in my closet. Angel, you're not in my closet.
That's crazy. Because if you were, you wouldn't be cold because I had my space heater on way too long before this live stream, so you wouldn't have been cold. Shout if you don't. Shout teams. What? Good luck, Riley. Wilson, Clash. You like Wilson? Okay, very nice. Please, thank you. Gone now. Be right back. You guys have more money than me. Jeez, Matthew. Then stop buying underwear, dude. You have vocal. They're nice. Nice, interesting. Very cool. Then see, you're already ready to go. You probably just need to get your strings changed, and then you should be good to get out and play with your vocal. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. Angel, bro. What's up, Chaitanya? Makes me love tennis more. Hey, man. That's why we're here. You build our life. What he is saying is, we keep you safe and warm. What? Miscommunication because your hand would look good wearing yours. That's crazy. And now, interesting. I said what I said. Don't be twisting my words. Strings change. How do you do that? Okay. So, do I have one that doesn't have string in it right now? Maybe. I don't know. So, interesting. With your racket, one of the depending upon what type of racket you have, most of the time, if you have never had your strings changed, you can cut all of these out, take them out, and then you get new strings put in. That is typically where you do have to go to a special shop or someone that is able to change them for you in order to get them put in. Now, if you've never done that before, you just have to find someone local to you that can do that. If you don't, then it's usually a giant store, or you have to send your racket off to get shipped. And then the strings you put in can also help give you more. The strings you put in can also help be easier on your arm, can also help give you more spin, can give you more power, can give you more control. It just depends on what you want the strings to do. But yeah, you just have to find someone that can do it. Sorry. Matthew, I don't know what you're on, but don't. Sorry, switching streams. Who you switching with, Bill? How's your wrist? You even hardly go fishing anymore because it hurts your wrist like crazed. Oh, that's not good. What happened? Where do you go? Interesting. Where do you live? That's gonna be the big thing because I don't know. Some places don't have a stringer. Some places you have a ton that are local. It just depends. How can I learn to do it yourself? Well, interesting. If you want to learn how to do it yourself, you can learn a lot on how to do it on YouTube. However, you have to have a specific stringing machine in order to put the strings in the racket itself. So if you don't have the machine, you can't really do it. So if you want to get a machine and then learn how to do it, you can, or you can just pay someone else to put it in for you. Angel, if I were in your closet, you're mean because you wouldn't offer me a better spot. Angel, you're the one that said in my closet, so I'm just going based off of what you said. Interesting. Is there a YouTube channel that shows you how to put strings in? I can already gonna tennis racket to be better than everyone. Yeah, there are some channels that'll show you how to do it. It just depends on what racket you're putting in, because you have to string rackets differently depending upon how many strings are in it, how the actual strings are supposed to go in. So if you can see those red holes at the bottom, there's usually different types of these or different amounts of these at the bottom here. So that changes how you have to string the racket. It just depends on what you have and how long you're willing to learn for it. JK, yeah, you're in Bills. Gotcha.
Maybe just carpal tunnel. Okay. Interesting. Angel's hilarious. How was your day? Thank you, God. You're so fun. I love you too, bro. You're fine too. Sorry, my phone died. All good, Cookie. Hey, Cookie. Tell Angel what you're doing right now. Interesting. You'll just use zip ties. Good luck. Good luck with that. Let me know how that goes. I'll be curious. Angel, I'm back. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for responding. You'll have to go now. All good, Matthew. Thanks for stopping out. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you being here. Have you ever played a match with a racket in each hand? Not each hand, but I have played a match. But I've never tried to play one with a racket in each hand. I feel like that would be very hard to serve with. Where I just came home from fishing. Nice. Connie, where could you? No, yeah, Connie, where could you demo a racket? So that depends on where you live in the world, because some companies don't ship internationally. But do you live in the US? Interesting, because there's a few places that ship rackets to you if you would like to demo. John would have brought you. Interesting, brought it. I'll get frustrated already now. Yeah, if you start learning stringing, it'll be frustrating because it's going to take you at least an hour probably to do your first racket. So it's going to take forever. Anyway, you should probably go take a shower. And on Discord. All right, miscommunication. Have fun with your shower. Interesting. Is that legal? Can you play with two rackets? You can't. You cannot play with two rackets at the same time, I believe. Kind of, yeah. Dude, no way. I'll try that. Okay. Cool. Caught a fish just for you. Yes, you live in the U.S. Perfect. How long do they typically let you demo for? Do they have to sign off to do that? Okay. So I'll just say I'll talk about the demo program that I know about, just because I work at a tennis store, and this is what our policy is. And the demo program is you pay a set amount of money to demo. Now, this amount of money, you can take up to 3 rackets for 1 week. So interesting. Your example, you could take the Wilson Clash, you could try that head racket I was talking about, and you could try a new vocal if you wanted. Connie, you could try the Boom MPL, you could try the Boom MP if you want to try the heavier weight, and then some other racket that you pay. You're going to pay the same price no matter how many rackets you take. And this is just using the example of where I work at. So you pay the same price no matter how many you take, but you can take 3 at one time. So if you do that, you pay for the rackets, everything's good, everything's great. You get shipped the rackets. You have 1 week from the day they arrive to you in order to play with them, test them, see what you think. Then at the end of that week, you ship them back on the last day. And as long as you ship them back, I believe, on the last day of the week that you get them, then you're fine. Everything is good. After that, if you like one of the rackets and you choose to purchase one, so let's say, interesting for you, let's say you like the Wilson the best, and so you want to get this Wilson Clash. If you call in to the place that you ordered the demos, then you say, hi, I ordered these demos. I liked this one. I like the Wilson Clash that I demoed. I would like to purchase that. They'll ask you what grip size you want. They'll ask you what string you want. And then you'll get $25 off the price of the brand new racket that you purchased because you did the demo program. That is how the one works where I work at. If you other companies that also do online demos, I don't know how they do it. I've never ordered from someone else, but that's how mine does it. And so that has been what has worked out for us. That has been what has worked out for us. And then if you do not like or do not prefer any of the 3 there, that's okay. You spent $15 and then you just try another 3. And if you try another 3, you still only get one $25 credit off of a racket until you purchase one. So that's how the demo programs typically work. So I'm a very big proponent and a very big advocate for doing demos, just because, like I said earlier, if you buy a racket and you play with it and then you don't like it, you're stuck with it. You can't change it. So, excuse me, I'm a very big advocate for doing this just to make sure you like what you're getting, and then you can adjust string and tension from there all the time, or whenever, almost whenever you want. Yeah. Bagger shower, nice. That's cool. This guy's good at his job. Yeah, I would say I'm just a little good. Still listening, still bright, all good. She going live today. That's nice. That's good. So, I appreciate that. That's a great price. Thank you. Is there a limit to demos? There's not technically a limit to it, but you don't gain. The only thing you gain from continuing to demo is just the fact of trying the rackets. If you don't actually purchase, then when you do go to buy one eventually, your credits that you get, the $25, that doesn't stack. You just get one $25 credit when you buy a racket. So there's not technically a limit that I know of. You can continue to demo as much as you would like to make sure you get the one that works best for you. It's just going to take you quite a bit because of the shipping and all that if you do it online. Connie, thanks. You're welcome. Do this every week and never buy a racket. You could. Not trying to ruin it for anyone. Nah, you're good. Just a fish bite your lure and you only caught one of them. Aw, Cookie. So close. William, Bill stream is so chaotic. What's he doing? How good? What, Paul? Angel and Gene are doing overtime with removing the foul chats. Oh no. Interesting, that makes sense. Yeah, man. Well, woman. Sorry. What's up, Ryan? How are you doing? I mean, eventually the money adds up, so you would want to buy a racket instead. Exactly. Eventually it'll add up to where you've spent so much on demos, you could have bought the racket by now. But some people that I know of, they've tried every single racket that our store has offered, and they still wouldn't buy one. I'm just like, you could have bought two by now for how many times you've demoed. And they're like, nope, still haven't found what I want. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Ryan, your lives are getting earlier. You need to stop that. Ryan, my lives are not getting earlier. They're still at 8. They are still typically at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is when I've almost always started. The only ones that are earlier on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Holy smokes. Exactly. Picky tennis players. Yes, some people are very particular about this. Would like a cookie? Right, House of Square, all the reviews are saying it's so headlight, low swing weight that if you have a unique feeling compared to others. William, I would say that from the short amount of time I've got to hit with the squared, it's very muted because of the dual beam technology they have into it. So it's weird, but I also don't have a polyester in the racket right now. So I'm very curious how it would do with one of those. It is more headlight, so the swing weight is a little bit lower. I'm still trying to figure out in order to how that would work with everything, but so far it seems fine. I just need to see if a polyester, maybe even a sided or stiffer polyester, would give you a little bit more feel out of it, because right now that seems to be my biggest thing is I don't have much connection to the ball. It just kind of feels dead on the string bed, but it's because it is decreasing the shock vibration before it gets to me. So it's doing its job, but I just personally don't want it to do it that much. I want a little bit more feedback from my strings and my racket personally. Healthy one, your horse needs to maybe there aren't enough rackets for people's comfortability. They need to keep making more. Interesting. There's so many rackets. There's so many. They are going to keep making more, though. I know that, but there's so many. Ryan, you have no family. You don't celebrate holidays. Oh, Ryan, I'm sorry. Is that a mid-size Wilson? I don't know about mid-size, but this is a standard Wilson size. Didn't do anything for Easter either. Probably is a really good tennis player that feels limited by their racket. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of tennis players feel like that. Back. Welcome back. Limited by your racket. Ryan, how's your racket doing, by the way? It's been a while since you've mentioned it. You're gonna stay here? Sounds good. How was Bill's stream? 57 people in Bill's live. That's crazy. So our rehearsal, nice. So many more people. Everyone is unique. Exactly. Everyone is unique, but usually with what's out there right now, they can find one that really works for them. What's up, Otter? How you doing? Andrew, you're hitting me for making fun of your tag speed. No, you're not. Your name seems more tight than the last time I saw you. Does it? Rose, I'm gonna be honest. Well, Rose, you saw me last night. What do you mean? Otter, and did you get a new water bottle? I got a different water bottle. I've had this one. My other one needed cleaned, so that is why I got this one. It's okay. I Bill's stream. You know, do it over time with the mod job, Angel. That's crazy. Show me it looks familiar or something. What, the racket? Or my water bottle? It's just an Owala. I got this as a gift. Sorry, William. I couldn't deal with it. Saw you last night. You did. You were one of the three. You were one of the other two people that jumped on the Zoom call we had. But William, I couldn't deal with it. They should make tennis rackets based on each personality type according to MBTI. I don't think that would do. I don't think that would go over well. Interesting. I think that would be a. I don't know. I don't know how that would do. I really like you already. I'm so cold. Of course you are, Angel. I look like a doctor, Tanish. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. But I am not a doctor. I've never wanted to be a doctor. Love yellow. Nice. Your feet are cold. Put some socks on, Cookie. William Corpse Cyril versus Owala? I don't know what the first thing is, William. I just was given this Owala as a gift, so I don't know. Oh, it looks like a perfume bottle I have. It's also yellow like that, but slimmer. Oh, okay. It's good marketing. Angel, you need a new hoodie? Then go buy a new hoodie. Pix, what's up? Fishy release splash freezing like water in your feet. Now your feet are cold. Oh. Otter, did I recognize any of those celebs in the pictures? I did not, Otter. I had no clue who those people were. I'm gonna be honest. That's why I said great pictures. No clue. Doing Bachelor of Science in Nursing though. Nice, Tanish. That's awesome. How long you been doing it? Santiago, thoughts on Wilson Ultra Pro 16x19 version 4? I think that if you want a racket that is a lot more control oriented as well as very customizable, that racket almost plays better the more you customize it. I think that's where the Ultra Pro comes in, especially the 16x19 version. So I personally didn't play with it that much. I thought it was cool. I have an old version of it, but I have the 18x20, but it's much more usable than the 18x20 is, so it's not going to be the most helpful with spinner power because it's an Ultra Pro, but if you customize it, you can probably make that thing work quite well for you, Santiago. Disgusting. You're right. I did see that, but I was paying attention. You were dozing off. Oh, okay. Interesting. How are you feeling, buddy? Are you feeling better than yesterday and the day before? Yes, interesting. My voice is feeling much better. So that is very nice. That is very I'm very appreciative of that. Awesome. Right now you're what, Rose? Right now you're locked in. That's interesting. Short video idea. 10 I can paste on your MBTI. Maybe we'll may have to make that. We'll see. You're saying 2 steps not posting vids? That's crazy, Angel. Angel, that's because we're all trying to get you to go live, as you should. Text him, he's on the server. True. Bill's chat is off the chain tonight. OMG. What's been happening in there, Janito? Okay, so it's shorter for you to type. Chat's so chaotic. Ooh, smart. Just the small streams. We believe is the best strings for it. Santiago, that is completely a personal decision for you. It all depends on what you want the string to help you with out of that racket. So there is no one correct answer to that. So if you could tell me what you want the strings to help you with and what you've used before, I could probably give you some strings to try, but I don't think there's a correct answer there unless you, because it is your string and since you're the one playing with it. Rose, you're locked in. Nice. Not gonna right now. Sure. Energy, you're gonna need these there to hold off the crazy people. Energy and fiber bees. I feel like they just try to troll. I have to fight all of them off. Well, I can't. The internet's proof exactly. You get hate on enough. I think that's your biggest concern. What? Rue Blanche from Golden Girls. Leslie Jordan from Beverly Wesley from Will and Grace and HS. Last was Heather. I have Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, I know who Blanche is. I've seen a little bit of the Golden Girls. I have no clue who the other two people are. I'm gonna be honest. But I've heard of Blanche. You being hateful and being creeps. Angel, that's just why you gotta make that's why you just gotta make the haters into whatever they say. You just gotta make them into jokes. I mean, you'll get trolls. That's to be expected. But if I didn't have my trolls, we would have never met Janito. Because Janito was originally here just to troll, and then he actually just like stayed around because I made a joke with it, and now we all love having Janito here. Must be nice to just stream. Well, want to stream you there with everyone. To be honest, too much concern. Exactly, you just got stalked by a dude, and he just now stopped. I'm pretty sure he just made a new account. Ew, different woman though. Just saying. Gotcha. Get very creepy real fast, bro. Fair enough. Very, very fair. I do not know anything about that. Rue and Leslie encouraged you to make your horror film back in 2010. Nice, Otter. That's awesome. Oh no, my racket. Hot water. Nice, Riley. This looks like it's more than normal. 127. You want to stream so badly someday? Do it, Riley. Get to posting. Where's my 50 Angel? 420. Hi. Yeah, that'll be creepy, especially for you, Angel. Maybe if I post some of the drag racing videos, you might get more subs. You might, Riley. A little bit of the high pitch. Interesting. Like I said, my voice goes everywhere. My voice can do a lot of things, but when it's in pain like it was the past 2 days and recovering, it's staying low and it's staying like this for the most part. I won't. No, here's my friend. Tag you're in it. It's cool. William is cool. As a drag race, we should drag more. Riley, why don't you? Wait, we're talking about the same was up a cliff. Gotcha. What'd you get me on? Ben, welcome back. Get to me now. Angel, 420, you're mean. Bye. With cars, Angel. Yeah, she's talking about drag racing. you playing? I think you were. You're gonna sound like Avi from Pentatonics, bro. That's hilarious. Avi from Pentatonics. I would also take Jeff Castellucci from Voice Play. That'd be pretty cool too. Just start singing the Oogie Boogie song that they made. Man goes deep with that. You really want to drag race, but you don't have the car to race. Only might drag race some Carl. Nice. Very nice. You have a friend that drag races cars? Nice. Well, you can probably answer your Dodge Shark to see how fast it'll go if you modify it. You might be able to track race that one. Or you wanted to do street drag races. Like the TV show Street Outlaws. The 405. Got tag Janito or something? Tag Angel's it. Ha! Janito coming out of nowhere getting Angel too. Hey Janito. Jump off the cliff so I can't be tagged. Whoa. Don't. What? Why? Hold on. Into the awesomeness that is Angel. No tag backs. Oh, dang. He called no tag backs. That's crazy. Hey. Right, you want a pet polar bear so bad. Why do you want a pet polar bear? Just cuz? Don't tell me so. What's in bear? Tag Janino. Hey, buddy. Do you remember my first name on this profile when I first started watching streams? I do not, Ben. I do not remember what the name you had on there was. Tagger deployment, Ben. Wait, so who was it? Janino 420? You're gonna just being lazy today? I honestly forgot you ever had a different name on there, Ben. It was Nerfy Man? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't remember that at all. Maybe it looks so official with the new pick. What new pick? You tagged Bill. A very professional pick, Ben. That's good. Me too. How do you tag? Exactly. I'm just as confused. Andrew tried playing against me. Certain people are playing well. Thanks, man. You know who was it? Why are y'all playing stream tag? I think about a different tag. Well, Wartime tag me or name. Yeah, Riley, you were probably thinking of the tag I was thinking, being that they were actually tagging someone in a video. I was like, what? You know, how about horsing? Run away so y'all can't tag. Good luck with that. Good luck getting a horse. Gets horsey and runs away. Very nice. Already got one, Rhodes. Nice. If you already got a horse, even better. Angela, I want you to agree with me on something. You've got Buckhorn Treasure Tesla. Bucky's busy in there tonight. Whoa, I that makes sense, Otter. It's a Bucky's. Bucky's is always busy, bro. Right, if you wear pants, underwear necessary. Yes. I mean, unless you want to go commando, but I would say 90% of the time, yes. Alexander, how's it been, buddy? What's up? Right. How's the Easter tennis he played today? Just came back from Tennis Street. Nice, man. Welcome. How's tennis today for you? How you been, buddy? It really depends on the fans. What up? Hard to please guy. This content sucks, bro. Well, welcome back. It must not suck too much because you keep coming back. So, what can I say? So I must be doing something right. How about some cozy pajama pants going commando on those? I don't know, Riley. If you're not leaving the house and you're alone, I could see it. I really could. Charles, what is that? I don't know what that means. Angel tag, you called Brody a hoe? No, he didn't. How am I it again? What age is it too late to start an active lifestyle? It's never too late, miscommunication. You can start right now. Shout out, your kids need to speed 26. You're the kids ballot strike. It's pretty good for them. Nice, Alexander. Which version of the speed did your kid get for the 26? I haven't played any tennis in 2 weeks. William, why have you not played any tennis in 2 weeks, bro? I can't say anything. There was a stretch where I didn't play tennis for at least 3 or 4 weeks, so you at least played more recently than me. I just played last Tuesday for the first time in a while. That's not true. At age 95, it might be too late. No, it's not. At age 95, you could walk. That's the big thing. Hey man, you're a beginner tennis player of around 6 months. You're looking to upgrade your racket. You're sick of overthinking and comparing, so is there a racket that you can't really go wrong with? So, hey, what racket are you using right now, and what rackets are you considering switching to? That I kind of need to know. Just because I don't want to tell you something that would be absolutely awful for you. So, if you can let me know, I will, maybe I will help you. It's in your beret. Sorry, it took me so long to finally get the name. I tapped out. What's up, Vale? Don't know, bro. 16 by 19, don't really know. Maybe this 2025. And your other twin can Valid Strike 5. Gen 5. Nice, Alexander. Very cool. I like it. Whoa.
Vale, what are the sickest looking overgrip and strings, in my opinion? So, the sickest looking string for me, I don't think it's out yet, but it should be coming out very soon. It is a different color of Polytour Pro. I cannot wait for that color. It's so good. I've been waiting for it since I found out it was going to happen. So I don't know when it shows up or when it releases, but I think that's the sickest looking string. And for overgrip, honestly, I think it might be the Yonex Super Grab. That is the same color as the old Boom. It's the teal one. I don't have any of them because I don't want to buy. I can't. My place where I work doesn't have the 3-packs of them, but they just look so nice to me. Either that or the purple ones of the Super Grab, personally. I think those have always looked good. If I want to go outside of Yonex, I think maybe the Gamma Supremes in blue those have always been a big fan favorite of mine. So yeah, that's what I would. Those are probably what I would say. Giving away that Wilson looks nice for the lab. I am not giving away the Wilson racket, Alexander. Someone else was asking a question about rackets that were easy on the arm, and so I grabbed that one to use as an example. Riley, you have a stuffy nose. I don't know. Your profile picture me and Bray. I can finally spell it. Yay! Good job, Ben. When Polytour Pro and purple was on it, I was in on IG. Yes, exactly. Exactly, William. Polytour Pro in purple to match the purple Perceps. It looks so good, especially in person. It's so good. Angel, your back hurts. What have you been doing? Should not have been moving furniture by yourself. Offer for yeah, take me, man. Can you say rest in peace? That's crazy, Giovanni. How? Bad. Teal looks nice. Teal looks sick, honestly. It does. You already know you have a thing for Turner Grip. I do know you have a thing for Turner Grip. Hey, you're currently using a super old Prince racket, the Michael Chang oversized graphite. You think it's a 107 square inch. You're currently looking at a Clash or Ultra. You're 5'6", 140. Thanks for the help. You're welcome, hey. So here's what I'll say. I'm not gonna tell you which one to go with, but I'll tell you what the rackets are gonna help you with, so that way you can make your best decision. Because me telling you, I don't think that would be the best thing. Specifically, just because if you end up hating it, you end up hating me, and I don't think you need to hate me. But I'll give you all the information you need to make your best decision for where you're at. So, with the two, the Wilson Clash or the Ultra, they are very similar in terms of kind of what they're designed to do. Both are technically power rackets from Wilson. Now, the Ultra is going to have a little bit more power to it, especially if you're looking at the Generation 5 that just came out, the new one. That one is going to be more powerful than the Clash, have a little bit, and arguably have a little bit more control to it, just because the strings are a lot closer together in the actual middle and sweet spot of the racket. So if you want a racket that's going to be more powerful and be a little bit more of a player-friendly racket, to where if you're playing against people that are hitting the ball a lot harder at you, the Wilson Ultra is going to be able to deflect that pace and absorb it a little bit better. That's where the Ultra comes in. It's going to last you a little bit longer, but it's going to be harder on your arm. So it has a much more likely chance to cause tennis elbow compared to the Wilson Clash. The Clash is, like I said, going to be easier on your arm. It's going to play relatively similar, but as you continue to progress and as you continue to get better and better, if you do not plan on switching rackets again for quite a while, then the Clash will eventually reach a point to where it kind of gets overpowered. And because of how flexible it is, because it's designed to be much easier for you and on your body, that's where the Clash can sometimes get outpaced by the Wilson Ultra, because it is not made to handle playing up at that higher level, to the higher intermediate to advanced level play. You typically won't see Clashes around there. That's why you really don't see any of the pros playing with the Clashes, because it's too flexible. It doesn't work when you're playing at that high of a level. So if you want a racket that's going to grow with you a little bit longer and you've never had arm issues or tennis elbow before, then I would probably lean towards the Ultra. If you want a racket that's going to help prevent tennis elbow as much as possible and work very well for where you're at right now, but have to have you switch to something else later on, maybe sooner than from the Ultra, then I would lean towards the Clash. So, hey, both of these are going to be an adjustment because you're coming from a 107 square inch head size. And since you're 5'6" at 140, both of the rackets do come in lighter weight options. So you could do either the Ultra 100L or the Clash 100L as well, if those feel better to you rather than just the standard weight versions. So I would say to look into those. But biggest thing, hey, is going to be to demo these first to make sure, and that way you can try, as you may have already done, just to make sure you can feel between the two. I would say if these are the two you're deciding between, take out just these two as a demo, compare them side by side, and that's it. And then whichever one you like more after that trial period, go for it. And then go from there. Hopefully that helps. Angel, you didn't come help me, right? Well, Angel, you never said anything, and I don't live near you. Alex Polytor green for the Young's Dance 97. Green super grab. Nice. I like it, Alexander. This was you're supposed to move things. Call your sister. Your sweatshirt. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Back come from your bad drawing posture. You be shrimp mostly. Blacked out right looks really sick with 4G. It may look sick with 4G, Vale, but stringing 4G sucks. I'll be honest. Saying wishes for different reasons. You need to stop. Why do you need to stop? You still up, bro? Well, thank you, 420. Drinking a monster for a day. You're not really tired. You don't like what you did with your energy boost, but no regrets. At least I found the situation find yourself. Did not impress your master corporal. Oh, Ben. I would know. When does the Blade V10 come out? Morgan, it should come out in about 2 weeks, I believe. So I think it's supposed to come out around the 15th of this month. So right around there. He said. Samuel took me all that time to find these emojis. Never said the wait time would text me to find the right emoji. Awesome thing is much and best. Of course, glad to help. Let me know which one you end up going with, and I'll be very curious to see how it plays for you. Remember, I get that's not going to take you to the pros. Used to listen Clash. There you go. Okay, got it. I'll demo. Sounds good. All right, what's the special forces task force guys like? Just playing. It's not because if you don't, you're going to say things you probably shouldn't on here. At least not now. All right, Angel. That's on you. You can decide. You get to decide how far you type. It's 100 for 2 joules. Well, thank you, Alexander. I appreciate it. So on your live, don't worry. But no one's actually going pro. Blade V10 coming out is honestly huge news. It is. And I got to hit with both the new blades being the 98 16x19 and the 100. And I gotta say, I actually really liked the 100 way more than I did the 98 16x19. Me personally. You haven't present met any of your downloads became switch forces, but they are locked in from story. Heard about them. It's the same level training they have. It's not on me. Wish you luck on that. You know what stopped me? Was it Discord? Say on your live, it may become age restricted now. Yeah. YouTube guidelines are stopping you. It might be. It might be. Even then, you can't even say it. It's about a person. Yeah. That's crazy. Say anything about that. I'm telling you that for sure I can. Vale Blade V10 is going to trigger your consumerism for a while. Vale, all I can say about the V10 is, like I said, I did enjoy the 100, but yeah. They look cool. They do look cool. We don't know, at least. I don't. Gonna ask him first? Yeah, I'll ask. Okay. Shove him out there a little. I feel about looking cool. Vale, I do know how you feel about looking cool. But it matters more if it plays cool than if it looks cool. And honestly, to me, they kind of look like Sprite. No, they kind of look like Mountain Dew cans. But like when they don't get deployed, they get pissed when it's, hey, you're going here. 6 months of playing later, hey, you're not going there. They just blow. I know my dad almost did. Oh, interesting. They might. What? Ow. They might mind. Too, because I imagine they would get all prepared for nothing. Yeah. Preparing for a mission for 6 months just to be told, hey, we're not doing that anymore. That's insane. You know? No, he is kind of. Angel. 420. 420 is back. Got the flies here. 420. All right, that's it. Ben, your dad was supposed to go to Afghanistan, but people ruined that for him. I think he was training with his team for 4 to 6 months. Jeez, Ben. 4 to 6 months? And then he just was like, they were just like, nope, you're not going anymore. I would be mad too. 420, you're kind of a virus. Bro, nah. That may be your name, but I don't accept it. I can't really explain that. I don't know who it might be because there's so many people here who flirt like Angel. Tag back. Do you get nice Easter eggs in America? I didn't this year, but most of the time, a lot of people get a lot of people get a lot of Easter eggs, but I did not get any this year. People like, I heard Davis. Sometimes do you lies and lies? No, they are. So many people flirt and give you attention. It'll make me jelly sometimes. I spread love, buddy. Hey, that's what we need. 420. That's what everyone just needs. More positivity. Ugh. What's up, Cody? How you doing, buddy? Because to core and falsification process ruined his deployment. Ah, that sucks, Ben. That sucks for him. Jeez. Happy Easter, Brody. Happy Easter to you as well, Cody. Vale in Brazil. We have these huge chocolate eggs. It honestly gets out of hand sometimes, like way too much chocolate and candy. See, Vale, I'm not someone that will go out and eat a bunch of Easter candy or anything, or just get chocolate eggs or anything. That's never been me. But I know a lot of people really like that stuff, at least here in the States. But it's never been something I've been actively a part of. Angel, you don't get that much right on. Prosper, I love you like you do me because you're awesome. I had a lot of chocolate today because it was for sale. How much chocolate did you eat? There's somebody here in Florida and Lanky. And thank you. You're just really big here. I was everyone flirts gives you attention. You're like you're a celebrity. Rose, so I don't celebrate Easter. No, I celebrate Easter, Rose. I just don't go to I just don't eat a lot of like Easter candy or anything. But I do celebrate Easter. They still went to Haiti for the earthquake in Latvia to train other people. Nice, man. Very nice. Like Avery, what's up? Hello. Not that much, but so how did you eat? How can you say you ate a lot of chocolate and then say not that much in the next sentence? That those sentences counteract each other. Right, you have a lot of chocolate too, but can't eat it. Need to before it melts up. You also got a curling iron and some kind of serum. Okay. Went off, so I didn't hear the full context of what you were saying. Okay, Rose. Gotcha. I'll specify, you know. Rose, long time no see. Like, you ate a lot, but I just won't even celebrate Easter. I don't know. Go visit your family. Go hang out with them. I don't know. Not that much. You ate a lot, but not that much. That doesn't make sense. Aya's such a nice color. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. How have you been, Aya? You haven't been here in a while. The question. He's back. Bro, Torbite or Razor Code? Question. I have not tried Razor Code enough to say Razor Code, so I'm going to go Torbite. Because Torbite has sides to it. It's also going to help give you a little bit of extra spin. Razor Code doesn't, so it's going to be a little bit more powerful than Torbite, but they're both stiff. But if I want something that's for all around of the playability at this current time, I'm going to say Torbite. Yes, it does, right? No, it doesn't. Easter goes Zombie Jesus Day. What Ben said, Zombie Jesus Day. Shush. Does that mean for Easter you cook up a birthday? I don't. I don't do that. Someone might, but I don't. Girl Logic? No. AU Power Spin or Torbite? I'm still gonna go Torbite. ALU Power Spin from the one person I know that used ALU Power in order to test again ALU Power Spin. They didn't really care for it. They still liked regular ALU Power better, so I'm gonna go with Torbite still. Angel's my girlfriend. She is not the question. I do not have a girlfriend. Angel, don't tell me every time. Angel's my wife. Princess, hello. Or should I say Fiona? 420, don't test me. She's always here and a mod. Well, she's a mod because she's always here. And then she quite literally was begging to be a mod for at least 2 months. Have you ever seen a roasted rabbit? It looks so nasty, like a cooked rat. I have not seen a roasted rabbit, Rose, and I don't ever plan on seeing a roasted rabbit personally. You never know, for forever. Angel. You ate a cooked squirrel? Why? Just 'cause? Yourself? Nice. Hope all is well in the world, Brody. Well, thank you, Virus. I appreciate it. Hope all is well for you, too. Vale, what's my favorite sitcom? Uh, I I guess it's Friends because is that considered a sitcom? I don't know. I don't know what's considered a sitcom. I really don't. Send you a picture of it probably. Don't do that, Rose. To eat it. Why you wear sunglasses indoors? Well, Faraz, the reason I wear these glasses indoors is because they're not sunglasses. It's so that way I can sleep better. That's what these are designed to help me with. Realistically, you won't look up that. Okay. Blue light glasses for us. Thanks, bro. You're welcome for 20. You're bored. Riley, why are you bored? Veil Friends is the most successful sitcom probably. Well, what is it? What is classified as a sitcom? If Friends is one, what else would be considered a sitcom? People actually beg to be a mod. Some people do, Rose. Like, I'll just get random people that show up into the chat and they just ask if they can be mods. I'm just like, no. And then they'll ask again. I'll be like, no. Then sometimes they'll leave. Sometimes they'll ask again. Like, this is boring. I don't have anything else to do. Wow, Riley. Okay. Lucas, San Marcos. Rihanna. No clue what you're talking about. Why did you choose between money and wisdom? Yeah, probably wisdom, so that way I know how to get nearly whatever else I would want. Ferret says, "Come is How I Met Your Mother." Very nice, Faraz. Very cool. Wisdom, so I know how the best way to get to money. There you go. Now, in my understanding, a sitcom is a TV show where you watch the same characters in the same places again and again, going through different comedic situations. Sarah, the old TGIF, all sitcoms. What's the old TGIF? That's my definition off the top of your head. Nice, Vale. Well, if that's the definition, I think Full House. Oh, TV shows with laugh tracks. Like soap operas, nice. Roseanne. Well, I liked Full House. I liked Friends. I also thought Two Broke Girls was hilarious. I thought that one was really funny. I didn't see all of it, but I just liked that one. So, I don't know. Watch this over at late night while it's raining while eating popcorn. All right, Riley. Bounce less chemo sessions coming up. Nice, Ben. I'm glad she's almost done. Rose, what's so special about it? I mean, it's the same as Discord mods, amount of cringe videos you've seen. Speaking for yourself, personally, I do not want to be one of them. That's one reason I stopped watching anime too, because of the cringe anime cosplayers. Jeez, Rose. I don't know. Seinfeld? I have not seen Seinfeld. Angel, your back hurts so bad. What did you do that your back hurts so bad, Angel? She has radiation due, but that only lasts 3 weeks. Nice. Yeah, Ben, it sounds like she's in the home stretch for being clear, though, which is always good. I feel better. As I feel cosplaying is cool, but there's some people that make it weird. Yeah, I have a friend that does. I have a friend that cosplays a lot. She really enjoys it. She was actually just at a con, I think yesterday or this past week. Jules, what you didn't do, you didn't get bent over yet, and yet your back still hurts. But for real, you were moving furniture. Jeez, okay. That's with any and every community, though. There's typically cool people, but there's some bad apples that ruin the community, yeah. When you were a teenager, you watched Two Broke Girls for 2 big reasons. I think I know what those reasons were, William. So right here, yeah. I do have postpone your tattoo though for another freaking 4.5 months. Why, Ben? Is the military forcing you to not? I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. You consider being furry as a cosplayer? No, I will not consider it ever. What type of thing I'm talking about? What? Bro, thoughts about tennis god? I don't know. I don't watch his content. I've heard about him, but I don't know. I don't he doesn't pop up on my feed at all. Brody making ASMR. I am not making ASMR. That I no. No thank you. Maybe I'm pretty oblivious. I can see it. I don't want to get infected and ruined. I don't know what my schedule looks like. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Ben. Very fair. Question, thoughts about Coaching Vault? Again, I don't. Their videos don't come across my feed, so haven't. I haven't watched any of their stuff, so I don't really have an opinion on them. No, I'm asking if being a furry is the same as cosplay. Riley, resident furry expert. What's your answer? It is Rose, I promise you. Oh, there you go. Rose is weird. No, she's not. She's not weird question. She's just curious. Becky, I have no idea what in the world you just said. Do I want to play blackjack? I do not want to play blackjack right now, no. Question, it don't matter, bro. William, I am not. William, Coaching Ball is the most obnoxious time coach in IG. Why do you say that, William? Do you want to play blackjack? There you go. There you go. Becky, Ben wants to play. So it can be about tennis questions or other questions. Anything is welcome. For the most part, anything is welcome. There's some things that we don't. Let's know about Rose's curious questions. Because you look zesty. No, I'm not, bro. You may think I look like that. I'm not gay. Question, if you're hostile towards anyone, I'll just time you out. Let's be invited by once a dumb drink or whatever would make obvious they don't want you presents. Oh, you said not sure if you've seen it. Yeah, Rose, I don't know what trend. I do not know what trend you're talking about. Let me just stitches other online coach video and berates them because of the most minuscule detail, ending with selling his own book. He has a book? Huh. Interesting. Lucky, what about me? Bro, what? Yo, what's poppin'? Not much, bro. We just here. We all just kind of hanging out, having a good time tonight. That's about it. Not much else. How you doing? Down here and play it. I'm cold. Angel, you're always cold. Nice. Angel. I'm chilling. Nice, bro. How's your day been going, bro? What's up? Says you saw videos, dude. Trying to get out of this one. I'm old enough to be your mom. Find someone your age and the bro said, oh, did you want? That's crazy. Are you standing on business though, Neil? Taking a break from recording music? Nice, bro. That's awesome. What kind of music you make? Your soldier pronouns. Chicken. What? Rose, by the way, it starts snowing here again. Rose, it's snowing in Canada again? That's insane, bro. Neil, you rap? Nice, dude. It's whatever you. Rose, it was cold. It was cold here today, but it's not snowing. It's not snowing. It's been pretty clear overall. About life struggles. I like it, Neil. Very cool. It's snowing. I like it. I've told you one time it snows until May. That's crazy, Rose. Yeah, I still can't believe that. It's supposed to be spring already. You would think, dude, but I guess not. Where we live just says no. Like Juice WRLD. See, I never listened to Juice WRLD. I don't know anything about him. The only song I've ever heard him on was Eminem's Godzilla. That's all I've ever heard of Juice WRLD. GA, how is Tourline Truffle X for sensitive arm playing, and what would you go good with it? Well, GA, I personally have not used Truffle X, but a lot of people have said that it is very easy on the arm. Because Tourline typically has it with a hybrid. Excuse me. I don't know exactly what would go well with it, just because I haven't tried it myself. Excuse me. So I don't know. Maybe just try a full bed of Truffle X to see how that goes, because it's supposed to be very easy on your arm. Or you could just use Truffle X and then a multi-filament to make it even softer if you're really trying to help prevent arm issues as much as possible. That would be my guess. But if you're looking for a polyester string to go with it, I'm not entirely sure, dude. I'm not entirely sure, bro. And you've seen snow on the ground in June? That's insane, dude. Some more Mice Ever Apple. Play a song. I cannot, FNAF. I'm not trying to get a copyright strike. Things are blooming here and turning green. It's pretty here, just bipolar temperatures. Fair. Neil, you're gonna subscribe? Well, thank you, Neil. I appreciate it. It means a lot. True, Ben. Back in the day, it used to start snowing starting September. Jeez. Crazy. Oh, yeah, Rose. Skiing was great those years. Hey, got on the other side. We did. All right. Well, you all can hear my voice and how it keeps cutting in and out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go until we cross the 2-hour mark, which will be in 7 minutes. And then I'm going to end it there for the night, because I need to be able to talk in order to go to work tomorrow. I'm turning into a dog toy. No, I'm turning into Wheezy from Toy Story. If you remember that penguin toy. So that is who I'm turning into, if you remember him.
But so with that being said, for the last 6 minutes, it's time to bring out my one, my only, my co-host for the live stream to end it with us. So with that being said, for those of you that may not know, those of you that may be new here, I have a co-host that helps me run these live streams. He's here to make sure everyone's being nice. He's here to make sure everyone in chat is doing what they need to do. And the way he does that is by looking mean and having a sword. He's not actually mean. He doesn't actually use his sword. Please don't make him use his sword. The only one he can use it on is me, because I'm the only one next to him. So be nice, please. So, but with that being said, please help me in introducing my co-host, the pink blob you never knew you need to see, the man, the myth, the legend, co-host, Kirby. Ta-da. Curbster will be here with us for the final 5 minutes. And then I'm going to go because I won't be able to talk anymore soon if this continues, apparently. So, yeah. You know, if you play one of my songs, you can. It won't be copyrighted because I have all right. And your independence, if you do try something, I can appeal for you. Well, thank you, Neil. I appreciate it. I will look into it, bro. William, Toron is launching A5, a round string that has max spin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about A5, William, but I think they're just making it so slick that it snaps back extremely fast, kind of like Polytor Fire. So I think that's kind of what they're going for in order to achieve the max spin, but I'm not entirely sure yet since I haven't got to try it. Ooh, thanks, Neil. Neil got your back, bro. Neil got my back, bro. Ben, you got your one and only concussion skiing? Was it like, did you just start skiing? Or what? Aaron? Hello? He's also my ex-husband, Kirby. He's not your ex. Leia, Angel, is that cute? Kirby. I know you're talking about Kirby, Angel. That's crazy. He appreciates the compliment. Look, you made him blush. Okay. You want to ski so badly too. You also want to skydive, scuba dive, parachute, anything. Well, do it, Riley. Do it. Figure out a way. You can accomplish all those things. Yeah, that was for Kirby. He's so sweet looking. You just want to hug him. Yeah. I want to be careful though because he has a sword, so. One concussion is one too many for a concussion, Ben. Stay safe out there. Yeah, I would not want a concussion. Do you think you can have it? No. You cannot have co-host Kirby. Then I wouldn't have a co-host. You haven't fallen while you were skiing all season 3 months. And you hit a patch of ice and ended up skiing into a fence pole. That was 12 years ago. Oh, jeez, Ben. Wait a minute. You were skiing when you were 5? What? What do you mean? Angel, you can be the co-host. You're better. Curse those are fighting words to you, bruh. She's trying to take your job, dude. That's crazy. Angel, he doesn't do anything else. This is all he has. Right, what does Mignon mean? I don't know. Let me take Kirby's place. As you start skiing. We'll see, Angel. Guess you started skiing when you were 4 and swimming before your first birthday? Well, alright then, Ben. Well, your current wife wants to cheat with your ex-husband, Riley. That's insane, but apparently that's what's happening here. He stays in your room. That's what he can do. I know, Will, it's nonsense. Kirby! Yes, Janito, Kirby. Who's your wife? Boo, Kirby, who's your ex-husband? Angel, you're Riley's wife, and Kirby's her ex-husband. She ain't you with your ex-husband, Kirby. Yeah. Miscommunication is booing Curbster. Bruh. Kirby, you're getting booed. You have a hater. I can't believe this. Janito is like with me. Angel completely just forgot that she was married. Can't believe it. She just was blatantly asking to cheat in front of her wife. That's insane. Harry's #1 hater. Listen. Angel even forgot about it. She did, William. She did forget it. Guys, I'm sorry. Oh, well. Yeah, come up with excuses. When you feel better, bro. It's you're going through it. Well, Janito, it's just my voice. I'm just turning into Wheezy or Squeaky from Toy Story. That penguin that lost his squeaker. I don't know why my voice is turning into that, but hey, it is. So we'll see when it comes back. I would like my old voice back, especially if I have to sing this week for rehearsal, but we'll see. Yeah, hopefully sleeping will help. I'm sorry, man. I like this voice. Well, thanks, Angel, but I kind of want my old one back a little. You're a torpedo in the pool. You should have joined the Navy. You're gonna leverage boat that goes out to seas and drops 30 miles, but you start still. All right. You need a sub agent. You better. Think about that. 420. Okay. 20. Everyone subs. Why does Kirby feel like a Mars Pokemon character? Miscommunication, probably because. It's probably because he's in Super Smash Bros. And Mario and Pokemon are there together, and Kirby's there too. But it's also because he's a Nintendo character. So yeah, probably that's probably why. Forget it. Both voices says okay. Great. Right, so did Janine. Sorry, Janine. We need him to go live right now. I will. Take a shower and come back. Can't talk. What were y'all doing while I was gone? I don't know, miscommunication. I was just talking. That was it. Nothing else. All right. Anyway, though, that's going to be it from me. And that's going to be it from Kirby, as you can obviously tell. So, I'm done for the night. So, figure out who's all going live next. See, hopefully you guys can figure it out. But with that being said, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. It means a lot. You took time out of your day to come hang out with me, come hang out with Kirby, come hang out with everyone in chat. It really means a lot. So, I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night, wherever you are in the world. And, as always,